Hey guys, SuperHorrorBro Mike here, and in today's video, we are taking a look at the latest from Poppy Playtime Chapter 4, the next installment in mascot horror mayhem from developer Mob Entertainment. Over the last week, Mob has been drip feeding the Poppy community a series of new character bios for a creepy band of smiling critter-esque mascots known as the Nightmare Critters. These are essentially more edgy critter designs aimed at a teenage audience, as opposed to the more family-friendly look of their smiling critter counterparts. And just like the smiling critters, these nightmare critters each have their own distinct personality traits and associated toy scent. It seems we will be facing off against the nightmare critters as new enemy types, while exploring the dark and creepy environments found in Poppy Playtime Chapter 4's prison setting. So let's take a look at each of these new characters as we check out their designs and read through their biographies. First up, we have a green alligator with a pair of crossbones around his neck named Alistair. He has sharp teeth and claws, and could potentially show up in the sewer area of Chapter 4 previously teased in the screenshots we analysed a few weeks ago. His profile reads, Alistair's an all-round lazy guy. He's chill, sure, but if he could, he'd spend all day in the water doing pretty much nothing. He isn't a fan of the whole put in effort and see that effort rewarded bit. He's more of a believer of the philosophy, good things have to come to me, eventually, I just need to wait around. He's still waiting. His scent is sandalwood. Next is the literal black sheep of the Nightmare Critter family, Bara Chops. We saw the in-game model for Bara in the teaser trailer for Chapter 4, where an unsuspecting dog day fell prey to her, eaten alive. Around Bara's neck is a skull pendant, signifying death. Her profile explains, the black sheep of the bunch. Bara prefers to keep her space, like a lot of space, too much space. She can be distant, quiet, low energy, and it usually requires a lot of coaxing to get her out of the house. Luckily for her, she has some very persistent friends. She usually perks up after a while, but the next day we're right back to the same tune. Her scent is anise. Icky Licky is a salamander who wears a biohazard symbol around his neck, perhaps signifying some kind of toxic property, similar to that of a red smoke sleeping gas we saw with Catnap. Could Icky emit some kind of poison when in close proximity to the player? We'll have to wait and see on that one. Icky's the type of kid to fall behind in a relay race and immediately pin it on a sore knee, even when that's not the case. He's the very definition of a poor sport. Even though he's naturally talented, he's constantly challenging everyone on absolutely everything, and usually without the outcome he expects. Don't worry, he has an excuse ready. His scent is coffee. Maggie Mako is a shark. Although in place of fins, she has clawed hands and sharp, gnashing teeth, ideal for tearing flesh from her victims. Her pendant seems to be in the shape of a shark's stomach, which makes sense as it is said she is always hungry. As Maggie is a shark, it is possible that along with Alistair, she is amongst the first aquatic-based enemies in the Poppy Playtime franchise, and so maybe a water-based enemy in Chapter 4 living in the sewer system. Maggie is always thinking about her belly. She's happiest with food in her mouth, and believe us, she's not picky. She loves sweets, but veggies? Yuck. Don't be surprised if she takes your health eating habits advice with a dabble of sugar, some chocolate syrup, whipped cream, and a big cherry on top, all while laughing at you profusely. Her scent is chocolate. Moving on from the aquatic enemy types to aerial ones, as the next two Nightmare Critters are both winged mascots who may have the ability to fly around environments and attack unsuspecting players from above. The first is a crow called Poe, with a storm cloud pendant around their neck. Poe likes the dark places, meaning they'll turn up in the darkest regions of the upcoming chapter. They also seem to give off some strong emo vibes, as their bio reads as follows. Poe hates the sun and thinks it's a cruel trick of nature that the world needs it in the first place. Most comfortable in the dark, they spend their nights hanging around graveyards, listening to music, and feeling vaguely angry at nothing in particular. They insist it isn't a phase. Their scent is cinnamon. Then we have Raby Baby, a bat with a blood droplet around her neck. It is said Raby loves to eavesdrop and report people's secrets to others. This suggests that this bat may be an alert type enemy, one who signals the player's presence to other mascots stalking them throughout the Playtime factory if they are detected. Raby Baby couldn't keep a secret if her life depended on it. If there's one thing in the world she loves, it's gossiping, and she's very practiced at it. She has no concept of privacy or boundaries, and if she's in the room, you can bet she's eavesdropping on someone. Don't worry, if she ever runs out of juicy secrets to talk about, she'll just make some up. Her scent is bubblegum. Next up is a dragon mascot named Simon Smoke. Simon is all about popularity and materialism, a gold dollar sign around his neck signifying this personality trait. As Simon is a dragon, it stands to reason that he may breathe fire at players and therefore be a more long-ranged, projectile-based enemy class. Simon Smoke knows he's cool and popular, and he makes sure nobody ever forgets it. Whether showing off for friends or just bragging about one of his accomplishments, it's always a popularity contest with him. Almost always he wins. In truth, he's a colossal jerk, but he does have a knack for getting away with being one. His scent is wood smoke. Last but by no means least, we have Tui, a rat-based mascot who is said to prove insightful commentary. Could then Tui potentially be a friendly nightmare critter, one who offers hints and tips to the protagonist as they navigate the horrors of the upcoming chapter? He wears a fishbone around his neck, and his profile reads as follows. Tui is a self-proclaimed trash rodent. When he's not busy eating and collecting garbage, he's a lively conversationalist. He talks a lot, which is made all the more surprising by him having shockingly little to say. If you ever need someone to provide insightful commentary or some random piece of junk, Tui is your guy. His scent is petrichor. And with that, we have taken a look at all 8 nightmare critters found in Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. Although I'm sure there will be additional mascots lying in wait as we explore the further terrors of a Playtime Co factory set to be revealed at a later date. For now, I hope you enjoyed today's video and found it both entertaining and informative. If you did, remember to leave a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe for more horror related content. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.